My name is Fernando Diaz. I'm not only a hairdresser, but I'm a father, a son, a husband, and I'm fortunate enough to have found something that I'm passionate about. I'm the youngest of 6 kids. My mom immigrated to the United States in July of 1982. She raised us all on her own, and we grew up in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, at the time when Williamsburg was not as trendy as it is now. At that time, it was a rough area. I remember growing up seeing drug dealers and prostitutes and junkies with needles in their arms, and but that was what I was exposed to. I think it was a good thing because it scared the crap out of me and made sure that I didn't want to end up like that. I was a real hyper kid growing up. I remember in elementary school, the teacher would not let me in the classroom unless I had taken my Ritalin, right? So my brain's always going, always thinking, always being creative. When I was 11 years old, I started doing hair. I just felt like I knew how to do it. So I remember my brother, my oldest brother, gave me, at the time was like $10 for school lunch. And I took that money, saved it, and I went to the local pharmacy or drugstore and purchased a pair of clippers. That was the best $10 investment I ever made, because I started doing all the kids' hair in the neighborhood. Never done it before, but for some reason I thought I could do it. It took me way longer than expected, but the end result was always there. So when I was in high school, there was a program, a dual enrollment program. It allowed me to study cosmetology at the same time as I was finishing high school. So I enrolled in that. It's the only thing that got me through high school because I was a terrible student. But knowing that I had to keep up my grades to be in this program, it allowed me to finish high school with decent grades. Once I finished high school, I had my cosmetology license. Then I got hired on by this world-renowned British company. They trained me on how to cut hair in a British techniques, very cutting edge. I thank them for the discipline that they instilled in me. The education has always been a big part of my career, and that's the best part of this industry. You're constantly learning. I never want to feel like I know it all, right? So education, I try to go out at least twice a year to pick up on new techniques, new coloring techniques, new hair cutting techniques. My clients, they never want last season's hair. They want what's new. They're always asking me what are the new trends, and it's expected of me. So I owe it to them. I owe it to them. Using the right products is crucial. If you're using products that you have been using for the past 10 years, well, what happens is 10 years ago, the looks were a certain way. So if you're still using the same products, your hair is going to look like it did 10 years ago. At one time, it was very trendy where you had very PC haircuts, and those products were designed to create those looks. Nowadays, everybody wants something that's more lived in, more casual, not as structured. You cannot get that look if you're using products that you've used for the past 10 years. You want a new look, you need the right shape, right color, and the appropriate products. If you look good, you feel good. Your hair is an accessory you can't get rid of. It's always going to be with you. It's an extension of your personality. The haircut has to match the color. You can't have a modern haircut with an outdated color. Vice versa, you can't have a modern color with an outdated cut. It has to marry. They work hand in hand. That's something that I pride myself in. I make sure that my education's on point. It's the life of my career. I love what I do, and it's just, there's no words to describe my passion for this industry and how good it's been to me.